In this video, I want to show you how to use the generative actions in Copilot Studio, right? So before I jump into the demo, let me first tell you what is the generative actions, right? So basically, traditionally, Copilot Studio, it uses the natural language based approach to trigger the topic, right? But in case of generative actions, it uses the GPT to select one or more topic or plugins to respond to the user query, right? And this capability is not by default enabled, and we have to enable this capability, right? And then when we enable this capability, there will be some changes on the topic behavior. So if you see in this example, so by default it has a trigger phrases, right? But once we enable this generative actions capability, these trigger phrases will change to the description, right? So that I will show you once we enable this capability. So to enable this capability, we need to go to the generative AI page. So let's go to generative AI page, and then we have to go to this dynamic chaining with generative actions, and then we have to toggle this option. So let me toggle this, and we have to click on the save to save this setting, right? So now this capability has been enabled, right? So first thing what we want to see here, check here is we want to see what is the change in the custom topic, right? So if I go to custom topic, now the type of the topic has trigger has changed, right? So earlier it was trigger phrases, now it is showing as a dynamic chaining, right? So let's go ahead and open one of the topic, and now we could see it has changed to the description, right? So earlier it was the trigger phrases with this generative action capability. Now the trigger phrases change to the description, right? And this is the description which will be used by the dynamic chaining to determine which topic or which plugin it need to use when it is responding to the user query, right? And to show the power of this capability, let me show you few examples here, right? So, so in this example, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use um, two custom topic, one for the store hours, and then another for the find nearest store. And I will also use the this plugin. This is the pre-built plugin for the weather information. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the some examples here. So let me first go ahead and ask um, what is the weather weather in Seattle. Okay, so and let me also enable this new tracing option, and that will show you visualization of how the dynamic chaining is determining the topic or the plugin, right? So let me go ahead and ask this question. Okay, so if you see here, so basically what Copilot Studio did here is it's used the GPT, and then it used this dynamic chaining, and it determined this particular plugin based on the query or the trends we ask here. And it also pre-populated the city name, right, which it extracted from the utterance, right? So and based on that, actually it invoked this plugin and this and responded with the weather detail, right? So let me go ahead and ask another question here. What is the store hours and find me nearest store? Okay. So essentially in this question, I am asking two questions, right? One is for store hours, and then another is for the nearest store, right? So in this case, what Copilot will do is it will use the two topics, and then it will chain them together, and then will respond to this question, right? So let's go ahead and enter here. Okay, so if you see in the right hand side, it triggered these two topics, store hours and the find nearest. and it chained them together and it responded with the store location and the hours, right? So let's select did that answer your question? Yes. Now let me select the location. So I'm interested for Seattle. Okay. And this, it answered with the location for the Seattle, right? So did that answer your question? Yes. Okay. So just to make this interesting, so let me ask one more question here, right? Let me ask, what is the weather looks like there, right? So in this question, I'm not providing the city name, right? But what it will do is it will, since in the history it already knows the city name, right? So it will use the previous context, okay, and then it will use that information to get the city information, right? So let me go ahead and ask this question. Okay, so if you see here, it already pre-populated the city name and it passed the city to this plugin and it responded with this information, right?